Okay, we got our March Madness bracket. I am a casual. I don't watch college basketball until March Madness, so I honestly don't have any idea who I think is gonna win. But we're starting off with Duke. I gotta go with Duke because of Duke Dennis, and they have Cam Boozer. I'm rooting for Ohio State to go all the way because my boy Miles Hero plays for the team, who is also the brother of my other friend, Tyler.
Oh, I know, Randy. Stop playing. What up, Randy?
Who would y'all pick? St. John's or Northern Iowa? Patino. All right, St. John's it is. Kansas versus C.A. Baptist. Darren Peterson, bro. That's all I got to say. Louisville, South Florida. Why? I have seen so many people sit up here and say, oh, like, South Florida is going to be the team to make the Cinderella run or whatever. Why are they? See, like, y'all are already saying it. Why? I know Michael Brown isn't playing. I don't know how good Louisville is. So, you know, we got to put some upsets in here. I'm going to go with South Florida. Michigan State, North Dakota. One of y'all sent me clips of that dude from Michigan State. Cohen Carr, I think his name is. I'm not going to lie, bro. Based off that highlight reel, he might be the greatest basketball player of all time besides Tyler Hero. So I'm going to go with Michigan State. UCF is a rival to FSU. I don't like UCF. And actually, I did bet on somebody from UCLA, like the very first game of the season. And he cashed my parlay. I think his name was like Dent. Yukon Furman. Yukon, bro. Duke versus Ohio State. Like I said, I'm rooting for Ohio State to go all the way because my friend Miles Hero plays for Ohio State. So I'm picking Ohio State. St. John's versus Kansas. I can't name you a single player in each of these teams besides Darren Peterson. So I'm going to go with the one player that I know. Kansas. South Florida versus Michigan State. Screw that Cinderella run, bro. Michigan State is going past them. And UCLA versus UConn. I'm going UCLA. I'm going UCLA. Bro picked Ohio State over Duke. See, here's the problem with y'all, bro. Not every top seed is going to win. There's going to be some upsets. And Miles Hero is going to be the one to upset Duke, bro. Ohio State, Kansas. Ohio State got it, bro. Michigan State versus UCLA. I think we're going to go with Michigan State. And then Michigan State versus Ohio State. Like I said, shout out Miles Hero. We're picking Ohio State. We have the West. We've got Arizona versus Long Island. Why is this team even here? Arizona by a million. Bro, imagine playing for one of these teams that, like, the whole world knows you're just gonna get absolutely shitted on, bro. I would feel horrible, bro. Villanova versus Utah State. Can't name you a single person on each of these teams, bro. You know, y'all are gonna pick. Would y'all pick Villanova or Utah State? You want Villanova. All right, we're gonna pick Villanova. Wisconsin versus High Point. Wisconsin, I guess. Oh, Darius Acuff. Yeah, we're picking Arkansas. We're gonna pick Arkansas here, bro. And honestly, we're probably gonna pick it right here again, bro. Yeah, we're picking Arkansas all the way, bro. I don't even care. AJ, you're gonna win. Gonzaga versus KSU. Oh my gosh. Say I won't pick the KSU upset. Yeah, KSU's probably going to get destroyed, bro. Let's just pick Gonzaga. Miami versus Missouri. I know Mitchell from Missouri is like that, but I feel like Miami is one of those teams, at least when I watched them, when they had like Isaiah Wong and whoever else they had, Norchad Ormier, they were hooping, bro. I'm not going to lie, they were hooping. I feel like this game could go either way. Well, I mean, that's obvious, but I feel like this is 50-50 to me. I'm just going to pick Mizzou. Then Purdue, Queens, obviously Purdue. I got to go with Purdue again. And then BYU, Gonzaga. I got to go BYU. BYU, Purdue. Purdue's going to do it. Arkansas moves on, though. How many points will be scored in the championship game? 167. Now we got the South bracket. Florida, bang. Is it crazy to say that Florida this year has a better team than last year? Like, I know a lot of people wrote off Xavier Lee. He's a hooper, bro. Xavier Lee's a hooper, bro. And then they got Boogie Fland as well. They kept a lot of the same people. I mean, Walter Clayton was... Bro, Walter Clayton's run last year was actually insane, bro. But I feel like they're a more well-rounded team. They have Thomas Houck. How future Miami Heat legend. So yeah, bro, I got high hopes for Florida, even though they're FSU's rivals and we're not supposed to like them. We got to keep it a buck, bro. Clemson versus Iowa. Clemson's probably going to win. Vanderbilt, McNeese. McNeese is literally a walkout to NBA Youngboy boombox merchant team, bro. So They're probably going to get shit on. They're probably just going to get shit on, bruh. You want Iowa. Let's see this right here. It's a pretty even matchup. Can't name you a single person from either team. Their leading scorer has 12 points? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Clemson, get the hell out of here. Nebraska, Troy. I don't know a thing about either of them, so I'm just going to pick the higher seed. North Carolina, VCU. Isn't Caleb Wilson like out? I might have to pick VCU, bruh. Actually, nah. Seth Trimble's like that. Seth Trimble's like that, bro. Illinois, Penn State, or Penn. Illinois got it. St. Mary's versus Texas A&M. I need y'all's help with this one. Who would y'all pick? St. Mary's sucks. They never do anything. Okay, so I'm going to take your word for it, and I'm going to go Texas A&M. Idaho versus Houston. Give me Houston. Houston moves on. Illinois beats North Carolina. Illinois beats Houston. I give this one to Vanderbilt, Florida, and Florida. All right, the Gators make it to the Final Four. Now we have the Midwest. Michigan, easy. Georgia, St. Louis. I'm not going to lie, bro. Georgia's low-key comp, bro. Texas Tech versus Akron. Shout out Streamer University. It's going to hurt to click one of these. Give me Akron, bro. Shout out Streamer University, bro. Nah, let me chill. Let me calm down, bro. Akron is not doing shit. Akron is not doing shit, bro. Akron Sweet 16? Yo, you're crazy. Pick Akron. Fine, bro. LeBaron Philon has something to say about that, though. Then Michigan's going to win. Michigan's going to win because Aiden Holloway is an idiot. And then Tennessee versus Miami of Ohio and SMU. Tennessee, because they got a lottery pick. Virginia versus Wright State. Virginia. Kentucky. Oh, yeah. Shout out my friend Tyler Hero, bro. Then Iowa State wins. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Iowa State's gonna shit on Kentucky. Iowa State's good, bro. And then Tennessee, Virginia. I'll say Tennessee. Then Iowa State wins this. And Michigan versus Iowa State. I think Iowa State could win. From what I see, it seems like they are Yaxel Lendeborg merchants. But I don't watch them, so I don't know. Oh, Final Four. Arkansas versus Florida. And the winner is Darius Acuff. Darius Acuff is winning March Madness, bro. I have to make one more pick. Oh, right here. Arizona. All right, here's the bracket. I got Arkansas going all the way. I'm going to submit it. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't care who wins. I have no idea who's going to win. This was probably the most uneducated bracket y'all will see. I don't know college basketball. Y'all on the YouTube, y'all follow Twitch, join the Discord, subscribe. Everything's on the screen, in the description, and pin in the comments. I'm about to sneeze. Ow.